A lot of times the screenings in Seattle, they're not in 3D, they're 2D. And usually I'm fine with that because I'm kind of over 3D. I'm like, okay, it's a gimmick, but I just want to see the movie. Just give me the movie. But How to Train Your Dragon 3, I would have liked to have seen this one in 3D. It's like something about the How to Train Your Dragon movies. They're an experience in 3D. Still great in 2D though, but I don't know. Would have been cool. How to Train Your Dragon 3, or The Hidden World. It's called that too. So How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden World is the third chapter, the final chapter of the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. The epic chapter that is, because these movies are pretty awesome. It continues the adventures and friendship of Hiccup and Toothless, Han and Chewie, Frodo and Sam, Hiccup and Toothless. In this one they find out Toothless isn't the only Night Fury. He's not the last Night Fury, or I guess he is because this new one's a Light Fury. Point is, Toothless wants to get a girlfriend, all the while there's this new guy's like, all right, I'm gonna kill that dragon and take the rest of them. He's just kind of a horrible human being who just wants to kill Toothless. And once again, like I said in the beginning of this review, I feel like I already told you, I really dug this movie. Everything with Toothless was really what I liked in this movie. You can say Toothless and Hiccup, but I really like Toothless. There's scenes where he's just flying around with this new Light Fury, and I was like, this is captivating stuff. This is a captivating character moment with a character that never talks. Also the sand effects. I don't know why, it just stood out to me. There's a scene on this beach involving Toothless spinning around, and basically sand's just flying everywhere. The sand effects were crazy good. This is one of those rare occasions where I think this movie could have been longer. If the movie was longer, you could have fleshed out the villain a bit more. You get a couple of scenes with him. As it stands, it's just a really bad dude who just wants to capture or kill Toothless. Also, the movie felt a little jumpy, like after the intro. Something about these How to Train Your Dragon movies, the intro to the movie, like the setup, always takes a little bit to hook me. But once it hooks me, it gets its hooks into me and it doesn't let go. But this movie is no different than the other two in that respect. But location-wise, it does feel like, oh, it jumps from here to there, and then there's this other island they go to, and then they go back over there. You can argue they're a bit more nomadic in this movie than they have been before. That's a little gripe. This movie looking for stuff. Didn't take away from the experience as a whole, and when it's going down, exciting almost doesn't quite cover it. I feel like it's gonna be a while in 2019 before I get another movie that gives me this kind of excitement in the action sequences where I'm like, oh my gosh, that is thrilling. Danger, flying, narrowly escaping the obstacle. And I do, and this is something to address about the whole trilogy of How to Train Your Dragon. I love that Hiccup has constantly evolved. Hiccup has constantly grown. It's not like he's always a kid. He's growing, he's the leader of this group of Vikings. He has to make the calls, but given his character and what you know about him, you know he's not gonna feel like he's up to it. He's not gonna feel worthy, and that's a huge part of this movie. And by the end, I left with one word, which is fulfilled. I felt really fulfilled at the end of this movie. The end of this movie made this installment, this movie, feel fulfilling, but also made the trilogy as a whole feel fulfilling. I feel like I might like the second one a little more. I'm gonna flip a coin on that one. I don't know which one I like more, the second or the third one. I just saw the movie once, like an hour ago. But the fact is, it carries the torch and sticks the landing for the How to Train Your Dragon movies. If you didn't like the first two, you're definitely not gonna like this one. This is for fans of How to Train Your Dragon. If you do love the last two How to Train Your Dragon movies, treat yourself, watch How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden World. Because I will say How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden World is awesome-tacular. Very few bonds are as strong as a person and their pet. But that doesn't even make sense because Toothless is more than a pet, it's family. I guess that's the point. There's no bond as strong as family. And that's the family you choose. It could be friends who aren't your siblings, not by blood anyway. It could be your pets. Pets are family. Oh God, I'm going on a tangent here. This movie brings out emotions. Can you tell? All right, so How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden World. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.